So last night we ended up with that when you told Dad that you were going to be expecting Wanda, we did not get that all on tape. So how did you tell Dad that you once you found out for sure? Do you remember?
Well, I told him before. I wasn't positive. I thought I was. And so when I told him that I thought I might be, and he said, "Oh, you can't be. No, you can't be." And so I said, "Well, I'll just make an appointment and find out." And so I think I just told him when I found out for sure.
It was a shock to both of us.
And so what did you, did you say anything particular? Did you say, "Oh, let's get your feet up, let's take good care of you"?
No, I don't think so. I think we were just young enough, we didn't know what was going on, and so we just kept on and going, just kept plowing.
Okay.
Are we supposed to be looking at the camera?
Yeah. So, now that, how many daughters do you have, or how many children do you have?
We have 2 daughters of our own, and then we raised Janine. She came to us in 7th grade, and her dad phoned us and wanted us to take her, so we didn't know whether she was going to come with us or not, and we were marrying Chris and Dawn, and we were leaving there, and we stopped at the gas station, and so I phoned my brother up in Madison, Wisconsin.
Is that Janine's dad?
Yeah,
and
Madison,
Wisconsin. What was Janine's dad's name?
Rod. So Rod said, "I don't know whether she'll go back with you or not, but just have to come up and find out." She was standing around the swimming pool, if I remember right, and we asked her, and she said yes. And finally, we made the arrangements, and she came home with us. And she lived with us until she graduated, and then she went to Moberly, and then she got married, and so she lives in Columbia, Missouri, and so we're down at her house and now and celebrating. And I'm glad that she's got a good husband, good family, and it's been all worth it there.
And what are the names of your other daughters?
Wanda and Dawn. Wanda's the oldest. She's a nurse. She worked for a cardiologist for quite a while, and then she worked for home health care out of Moberly, and now she's doing dialysis, and she likes it. Dawn is with her husband down in Joplin, Missouri, and they both work at Ozark Christian College. And Chris, her husband, is athletic director.
And what do I do?
Well, you probably have something to do with the students coming in and getting them settled. They had a big storm in Joplin, Missouri, and Dawn helped the people get residence there at the Ozark Christian College in the dormitories, and so that was a real help to the community. And she's a good mother. She got 4 children, and they're all athletic. They all are getting married, and so our family, it's really expanding.
And how many children does Wanda have?
One has 3. Jeremy is the oldest, and then Tanya, and she's married to a farmer that's he does row crop, and then he has a hog confinement as well. Takes care of probably maybe 10 to 20,000 hogs. So, and then Jason, the youngest son, he works for Nathan, and that's kind of an odd situation where they get along so well, and they like what they do, and they enjoy one another's company.
And what are the names of Dawn's kids?
Dawn's kids is Derek. He lives in Oakland, but he teaches at Lions in Decatur. It's a small school. He is assistant coach, football, and also he's a basketball coach. Mallory, she's married to a ball player. He plays for the Cleveland Indians, and he's doing
well. What's his name?
Matt is his name, and he's doing pretty good. So we're proud of both of them. And she works and coaches volleyball, and she's very athletic. She's into doing all these reps and all that monkey business stuff, but she likes it.
Okay,
So
what are the
that's
other
the main
two
thing.
kids' names?
Well, you got Chrissy. Chrissy's married to Blake, and Blake is a navigator, and he's going to be flying before very long. I think he starts in January, and they just moved to Omaha, and Chrissy is going back to school again, and she's going to be a dental hygienist.
Okay, and what's
And
the
then
name of the last?
Tessa's going to get married. She's going to get married to Reese, and they're going to do that in, I think, June 1st, if I remember right. And so it's going to be different. We got more family coming in, so that's always good.
Okay, and Janine's children.
Okay, so she's got Ashley, and she's got Jeremy, and she's got Shelby, and so they got their hands full, and now they're having kids. So Jerry and Janine's starting to be grandparents, so that's always good.
So, how would you describe one another?
Vera?
Yeah, how would you describe?
You don't have any other lights, do you?
And what do you admire most about her?
She's been faithful, and she's loves the Lord, and she's a great mother to her kids, and I couldn't have married a better girl.
How about you, about your husband?
Well, what I liked about my husband, that he had a keen sense of humor, and he always finds something funny to say, and I enjoyed that. And it's never a dull moment if you're around Dick Bruner. What else can I say about you?
That I'm good looking and that
Well,
I'm smart.
One thing that does sort of irritate me is the fact that he's a workaholic.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yes, he is.
I like to work, and so
If there isn't a job, he creates a job. And, of course, that's sort of good for me in a way because he's out of my hair.
he's good therapy for me, though. So that's a good deal.
But
So what do you think, what's the key success, what do you believe is a key to a successful marriage?
Oh, probably about 100%. Just give, and if the other person does the same thing, it'll be successful.
well, he says he likes to give, so I like to take.
Yeah, that's I think that's
So that was a good
probably,
thing.
That's probably true, Vera. Yeah.
Oh no.
It's a give and take situation. And
Well, we both love the Lord, and we try to serve Him. And we've always served Him through our lives. And if there is an argument, if you go back to the scriptures and read them, you'll find that all this arguing is just for no reason.
we don't spend much time arguing.
Well, you're never around very much.
Maybe that's the reason there. But it works good for us. It's good therapy.